See it. I found it. I found it. Okay, you have to listen. Place your hands on the black handlebars in front of you. Do it right. So here is something that I think we should, as a society, just not do. We should not give those little buttons to dogs where they like press the button and they can learn to communicate with us. Every time I see one of those videos, I think you're a terrible person. Dogs are sweet and innocent and good, and I don't think that anything good can come from these communication devices. Okay, roll it back. Maybe like, you know, hungry, thirsty, outside, that kind of stuff, you know. Anything past that, I think those people should be in jail. Like, remember when you were a kid and you just had such a nice, pure mind and you know, you didn't think about these like larger questions in the universe. You know, your understanding of the world was limited, and it was really only, you know, as you learned more and more information became available to you, that you started asking deeper questions. Things started getting, you know, scary. You started having questions to things that you didn't know the answers to, and maybe your parents didn't even know the answers to. And then you started having, you know, some existential anxiety, different things like that. We're doing that to dogs. Like, dogs are perpetually in that childlike state. And all I can think of whenever I see these people with like 1,000 different buttons where they're like really deeply starting to communicate with their dogs, like, we know that dogs are smart. What I'm trying to say is that I think we should just let dogs be innocent. Let's stop putting them in a position where they need to ask deeper questions. You know? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't like it. It creeps me out. It creeps me to my core. I don't like it at all. I still think that the best cold foam of all time is going to be like the salted cold foam from Starbucks. But this is fun. It's cute. It's really sweet. And it sort of like disintegrates really fast. It's okay though. I don't know if I'll buy it again, but I'm glad I tried it. So I'm feeling like really anxious this morning. I think I need to stop drinking coffee again, and yet I just made myself another cup of coffee because I'm self-destructive apparently. Back to work. So my gym show right now is Drag Race because I just want to get like caught up and watch all of the seasons. And I just started season 2. I'm on episode 3 and I just like don't like any of the queens. Like in season 1, there were queens that I just liked from the start. Like there were a lot of them, but it's just there are so many unlikable personalities on this season. But I don't know. I'm hoping that they'll just grow on me, but I'm just like, I don't know. So I had a Botox appointment today after work. Side note, nobody needs Botox, but I like it, so I'm gonna get it. But they just called and said that my injector called in sick today and they can only get me in at a further location. So I had to like clock in immediately so that I can clock out early and leave. Otherwise they couldn't get me in until next Wednesday, and that's just not happening. I don't want to wait anymore. It's my birthday next week, and I want it to kick in before my birthday. So I wasn't quite ready to jump into work mode 30 minutes early, but here we go.
Look what we got, buddy. Look what's here. Look what it is. Look out. Yay! What do you think? Nice.
I am not gonna lie, I like really miss my Chewy discount. You guys need to get jobs. Get a freaking job, freeloader.
I don't have a job. I have no job.
Jobless behavior. So this is my first job where I'm kind of just trusted to manage my own time, and it has made such a big difference in my life. It's also the first job I've had where everything isn't urgent. Obviously, it's important to get the work done and to get it done in a timely manner, but it's totally different than my background previously. Whenever I was working in restaurants and bars, everything was urgent all the time. Like, somebody needs a refill, they need it right that very second. Or like if you're at the bar and a ticket prints, you need to make that drink right then. Or like whenever I worked in the call center, you know, it was like phone rings, person's on the phone, you are figuring out that problem, you know, pretty much right that moment. Like, the job that I have now is not really a job that I would have necessarily applied for, and yet it's exactly the job that I wanted. And I truly feel like I manifested it. Probably about 6 months ago, I started to get really serious about like what I was looking for in a day job. I specifically wrote down that what I was looking for was, of course, just more pay. That's always going to be, you know, a benefit. But other than that, what I was really looking for was I wanted to not be direct to customer, and I wanted to be able to manage my time sort of in my own way. And I wanted to be fully remote in the sense that I didn't just work from home, I could work from anywhere. Like, for example, whenever I wasn't feeling well the other week, I worked from the couch. Whenever I go to help my mom move, I can work from, you know, another state and see people and travel. Sorry, my battery died. But I do feel like I manifested this situation, because the job that I have now, while it's not like a dream job or anything, it is exactly what I asked for. Anyway, that was just a really long way to say that I manifested this, and I'm gonna manifest everything that I want. Okay, I have a meeting, bye. So after you get Botox, you can't go to the gym for 24 hours. So this is me just trying to get enough of my steps in. I guess this is why people get like those walking pads, you know, and like the standing desk. This wouldn't be a problem if I had that. Maybe someday when I have more space, I'll make that happen. Until then, this is the solution. Call me Tim Gunn, because I'm gonna make it work.
Make it work.
I have 16 miles estimated in my tank, but I have 23 miles to my destination and 0 minutes to spare without being late. And there's traffic. Okay, we made it, and we're 6 minutes early, and I didn't run out of gas. Remind me when I leave this location to stop for gas. Okay, I'm out. So the girl who did my injections, she was so sweet, so nice, so gentle, but we were like in the middle of it, and I asked her how long she had been injecting, and she said 3 months now. So I am just, you know what? I am just trusting that I'm not botched. We'll see. 3 months is not a very long time, but I don't know. I think it'll be fine. And if it isn't fine, I'll let you know. Well, you'll be able to tell. Gas. I'm gonna get gas.
Any way that your security camera caught if someone came to my house
Okay, there might be a spider under there. I tried to catch it, and I really hope I did. Oh, please be in there.
let's put a pause on this whole thing. Ain't right. Baby, something ain't right. His father paid money so that his name and social the open record courts. So typically, you know, you can look in like superior court or magistrate court or probate court. So I look.
Oh my god. So I don't know if any of y'all are watching, listening to, tuning into the whole, 50 whatever part story time on TikTok from reesateesa, but I'll tell you what, I am on part 37, and spoiler, if you haven't listened to it, and you're going to, spoiler. When she said twin, I audibly gasped at the gym. I almost fell off the treadmill for a second time. Like, girl. Whew.
Every single day he lied to me. He had.
We made it. I'm literally sobbing thinking of her going to look at you. She's gonna get to go on like a first class flight to London and Paris. And she's gonna get everything that she wanted. Oh my god.
Save this file. Now that we fixed this.
I still have an hour and a half left of work, and I have no more work to do. Ew, don't lick me, nasty. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I like really want to take a nap. Oh, shit. Oh, look. A task. So I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the vlog or not, but at the same time, I do feel like it's kind of important to document, especially given that the whole theme of my channel is like becoming better and getting out of a slump and finding ways to like love myself and love my life more. But today is the first day in a long time that I feel like I am starting to like myself. I mean, I don't really know how else to put it. Like, yeah, I do. I feel good and I feel confident. And this is the first day that I've had that in a long time. And I do feel like it is just maybe kind of important to make a note of it. Onward and upward. Always wanted to go to Paris and London her whole life, and Legion printed out tickets, or not tickets, but like an itinerary, and just randomly. Don't laugh at me.
Just enthralled by allowing him to fully live in this.
Babe.